In times of great happiness, be careful about making promises, as the enthusiasm may be temporary. When the hen does the work of the rooster in the barn, it ends in ruin. Even a blind man can see money. If you control yourself in a moment of anger, you will save yourself 100 years of regret. A wise man makes his own decisions, while a fool follows the opinions of others. Do not waste your energy shooting the arrow unless you are sure of the target. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. All the treasures of the world are not worth a virtuous woman. Whoever compliments you is your enemy, and whoever blames you is your teacher. Watch out for the bull's horns, the horse's hooves, and some people's smiles. Gold has a price, but wisdom does not have a price. In happy homes, you can find calmness in the atmosphere, as happiness permeates silence. Women often inspire us with great projects and then prevent us from implementing them. It is better to be sure than sorry. Whoever goes to court wins a cat and loses a cow. To know a man's mind, listen to his words. Sow an idea, reap a movement. Sow a movement, reap a habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. Sow a character and reap a good destiny. There are only two perfect men. One died and another was not born yet. The man who thinks before he speaks is wise. The man who speaks before he thinks is a fool. Experience is a comb that nature gives to a man when he becomes bald. The wise man speaks about his thoughts, and smart about his work, and vulgar about his food. The most powerful water force in the world is women's tears. If you love your son, you can use discipline. If not, you can reward him with candy. Just as the river returns to the sea. This is how a person's giving is returned to him. Men's adornment is politeness and women's adornment is gold. 1 hour of cold will absorb 7 years of heat. The smart one speaks slowly and thinks fast. To love humans without respect means to regard them as favorite animals. And feeding them without love means treating them like contemptible animals. The rich think about the future, while the poor think about the present. Whoever has children will not remain poor for a long time. He who does not have children will not remain rich for a long time. It is difficult to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat in the room. Falling into a hole teaches us lessons that we cannot learn while rising. An insect standing in a mirror sees itself as larger than the elephant behind it. Remember that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Anyone who says that something is impossible should not interrupt those who are working to achieve it. Cheap things are not good, and good things are not cheap. Do not count the chickens before they hatch. Do not stand by a river and hope to catch fish, but go home and make a fishing net. Falling is painful for those flying low. It is difficult for a rich person not to be proud of his wealth, just as it is difficult for a poor person not to complain about his poverty. Learning is a treasure that follows its owner wherever he goes. Make those close to you happy, and those far away will come closer. In the struggle between water and rock, over time, water wins. Diamonds cannot be polished without friction, nor can men be polished without experience. The emperor is very rich, but he cannot buy an extra year. Although you cannot prevent birds from flying over your head, but you can prevent it from nesting in your hair. Opening a store is easy, but keeping it open is an art. The one who is dissatisfied with himself will develop. Anyone who is not confident in his opinion will learn many things. Who underestimates time will be ignored by time. Do not take a crocodile as a friend, even if its tears flow. Don't pollute the well, you may need to drink from it one day. He who sacrifices his conscience in order to obtain his ambition is like he who burns his pictures to obtain ashes. The man is the head of the family, but the woman is the neck that moves the head. When you are an anvil, bear it, and when you are a hammer, strike. Great souls have a will, and great souls have a wish. The smart one solves problems. Problems get smaller and smaller until they become nothing. It is better to light a candle than to curse in the dark. If you want to play, you must know the rules and timing of the game. If your daughter's marriage succeeds, he has gained a son, and if it fails, he has lost a daughter. God gives every bird its sustenance, but does not throw it into its nest. Subscribe for more wisdoms. Thanks for watching.